Hey guys, it's Erin. This week's wedding video is all about taking the perfect engagement photo. But first, two quick updates. First, I got a microphone. I don't know if you guys could tell, but the last couple of videos, the audio has been not so good, so hopefully this helps. Second, I am wearing a homemade Holy Shitsma t-shirt. You can learn how to make this same technique following the Mother of the Bride tutorial I posted a few weeks ago. Now onto the main event. These photos are going to live on forever, right? Maybe you're going to use them in your save the dates, you're going to put them in a photo album. The point is you want them to look good. And these 7 tricks are going to make sure that happens. Tip 1, go indulge in a pre-photo session cocktail or 2. It's going to help. No one's really used to making out and having someone take photos of it. So go get a little tipsy. 1 or 2 cocktails, make it fun, but don't overindulge. Once you go beyond that, you're gonna look like a hot mess, and that's not what you want in your engagement photos. We actually worked our cocktails into our photo session. Our wonderful photographer, Nicki Sebastian, met us at our favorite bar on Atlantic Avenue and worked that into our session. Number 2, wear something that moves. You want something that flows in the breeze and has so much romance to it. If you're all shoved in and worried about how short it is and tight it is and where your boobs are, you're gonna look kind of awkward and stiff. My dress was a little bit more revealing than I usually wear. It was backless, which for me, I was like, what? But there was something really flirty and fun and young about it, and I loved how when you look at the photos, it really moved in the breeze, and I think that's so important to make sure that you look the best you possibly can in your photos. Number 3, work in your wedding colors. Don't have them yet? Go with neutral. The reason is, these photos are really gonna interact with your wedding day. Maybe they're in your save the dates, your invites, you could be displaying them at the wedding, and you don't want them to clash. So stick with the palette or go with neutrals to make sure that you're not gonna regret it later. My fiance and I are going with sort of a modern blue and white scheme, so I worked it into my outfit, his outfit, my nails, and it just so happened that the great skyline of Lower Manhattan got this great moody blue thing going on, and everything just tied in perfectly. Tip number 4, learn how to pretty laugh when you're feeling awkward. What is pretty laughing, you ask? It's that very sort of breezy, ha ha ha, what are we doing that you do when you have no idea what to do, but you have to do something because someone's taking photos of you. Learn how to do it, practice it in the mirror. It's so awkward, right? But you're gonna get through it. The day of the shoot, when you're standing there and you have no idea what to do, you and your fiancé can look at each other and do the whole ha ha ha, this is crazy, what's going on? I can't believe it. You'll do it, you'll egg him on, he'll do it, he'll egg you on. It's gonna feel so awkward in the moment, but when you get those photos back, you look at them and you're like, hey, look at us. We look like we're having such a good time. Number 5, hire a photographer you click with. Here is where I make a love note to Nicki Sebastian of Nicki Sebastian Photography in Brooklyn. I lucked out, guys. Of course, it's important to love your photographer's aesthetic, but you want to love them too. You're going to spend so much time with them on the most important day ever. You really want to make sure you like them, because if you don't, how weird is that? So pick someone you click with. You're going to see a huge difference in your photos if you like your photographer versus just kind of feeling like, meh. One little extra piece of advice. My fiance mentioned after the fact that he actually felt way more comfortable being very romantic and lovey-dovey because our awesome photographer happened to be a woman. Take it or leave it, it's one person's experience, but he felt like if it was a guy, he might not have been quite so demonstrative. So if your fiance is a little squeamish about getting photos taken anyway, something to keep in mind. Number 6, plan something awesome to do after your engagement photos. You're all dressed up already, you're hyped up on love, go out and have fun. This should be a memorable night, just like your photos are gonna be a memorable keepsake. Going home and doing the dishes or the laundry right afterwards is such a waste. Go out and make an awesome memory. We went to one of our favorite restaurants, sat at the bar, had martinis and burgers, which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, was exactly what we did after we got engaged. But my point is, make it a night that you two could remember. So it's not just another errand that you have to check off your list of things to do for the wedding, it's an event. Number 7, have your fiance play with your hair in the photos. It seems totally random, but I'm telling you, it makes such a difference. My fiance did this totally on his own. It gives them something to do with their hands. It makes your hair look awesome. It's basically the equivalent of, which you're gonna do anyway, right? Because we all do that before we get our photo taken, but it just solves all problems. And that's it. If you have tips that I missed, leave them in the comments below so everyone else can see. Ask me any questions if you have them, and let me know what other kind of wedding videos you're dying to see. See you guys next week.